Edit game strong.
Fuck that edit, man.
Edit game strong.
So we recording right now, right?
Yeah, we about to start.
Live,
welcome to the Urban Apostle Podcast.
I'm gonna start when you say start.
Yeah.
Control freak
that.
ass nigga.
I am a quarter of your host. That's 25. That's a Shady McCoy. However you want, QP.
Ben Simmons.
A No J. Clearly.
No J.
No J
Simpson.
Simpson. No Renthal. My Instagram name rather, is @oclark11 on Instagram.
It'll pop up right there.
Yeah, somewhere up in this area. Gentlemen, you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm A. Walker, Young Funeral on IG, highest in the room.
Yeah.
Shaf Timmons, SHYF_T. You know what big lowest in the room.
Ooh, that was bars. Let's
Spurge.
get to it, man. They know who I am.
Max said, we missing somebody.
We are indeed. We wouldn't have seen him anyway, so they wouldn't have known we were missing somebody.
They'd have just heard a less of a voice.
Nigga on Beetlejuice vibes. Can't even see him.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Shout out to Bubba, who's been doing a lot of work behind
Lord.
the scenes.
Lord
Much appreciated.
Bubba.
Who's earning his lordship. That I will
Lord
say.
Bubba.
Shout out to my young Jehovah.
Definitely salutes.
I mean, how was everybody's day today? I feel like we never start and we never talk about each
Well, we don't. You know,
Let's
we just
talk
normally
about it.
kick it off and just.
How was
get
your
into
day,
the mix.
Jehovah?
Yeah, man. You want to start there?
Please.
Let's start there.
We
You
don't
sound
got
like
enough
you got some shit to
We
get
don't
off
got
your.
enough camera time for that.
Sound like you got some shit to get
So
off your chest.
let's
Good,
just say
brother.
We probably don't.
Let's just say it's good. Let's just say it was good. Didn't he ask me a question?
Sorry,
I
you showed
don't
me
know what's
something. You
going
showed
on
me
now,
something.
bro.
You showed me something.
Receipts and paperwork.
Listen,
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. He was showing me some very important
It's
pictures.
your turn.
They
bro.
on their
How about you?
they on their
How about you, Mac?
IRS over there. They going through paper trails.
How about you, Mac?
I had a pretty interesting day, as a matter of fact.
Talk about it.
Had it first happen to me today. Like ever in life.
Nothing like your
She made you bend over? or
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing of that
Touch
nature.
your toe, nigga.
I saw a delivery truck pull up to the Chinese store. It was a deli. And it was a beer truck.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was about to say,
Like,
is
never
it
left.
pulled up?
I was about to say.
no, never. It was a Chinese store right next to him. So maybe they passed the snacks right off. Like, I've never seen anything in that nature ever.
Because them niggas be at Restaurant Depot, like smart people.
No. They be in restaurant backyard. They be the backyardigans.
Should be cats being in
Backyardigans.
I've never.
I seen a cat in a Chinese store. He
Shout
lived
out
there
to
for a
Recess.
while.
Shout out
I don't
to
know if he
Recess.
was on some like get out shit and like get the other cats to come in to like sucker a bit. He was getting them killed.
He was on his Harriet Tubman.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You don't think cats roll like that?
I think
He was on his Harriet
I
Tubman,
think they
bro.
survivors.
He was trying to lead to freedom. That's what he was doing.
I think he saw a putty cat.
He was trying. Oh, shit. Shout out to Sylvester.
He was running the reverse underground railroad for cats.
Yep.
He was pulling them all in. Like, come on, y'all, I know where it's lit.
He said, "Got him, hook, line, and sinker."
I do this for my freedom.
How was your day?
That's a crazy joint.
So he was Samuel
I'm
L.
sorry.
Jackson in Django.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Oh! When he got shot.
That was a funny moment.
Damn. Shout out to that. Where was this at?
He thought.
It's got to be the go-to Chinese store. I don't even care where it's at. They validated.
I was uptown.
Do we give him a shout out?
No.
Or we don't give him?
Hell no.
No, they don't get a shout out, but like, bro, I've never seen like a delivery truck, like a nigga with the hand truck walking with cases, boxes, and cases. Nothing
Question.
ever at a Chinese store.
Did they let him in the back, like through the door?
No.
Oh, no. They said, leave it right there.
No. Like they pulled up to the front door.
Okay.
And then, like, because it was on a little strip. So they pulled up
Okay.
to the front door.
Okay.
And, like, started unloading the shit. And put it, was, like, literally putting the beers in the deli.
It was beers, though.
Yeah, but it's
It's a first.
it's a delivery to
It's
a
a first.
Chinese store, establishment.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like, nothing.
I ain't never seen
I've
that
never seen a
before.
Pico van in front of a nail salon before. Everybody in the nail salon need electric. I've never seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
No, you're right.
All right.
Like, never.
Was it a black-owned Chinese store?
Yup. They was African American.
Damn.
They was Thai. Black tie.
Black tie, black tie cheek.
Black tie.
I'm
No,
so
time out.
confused.
Oh, just that was crazy. On a crazy little quick tangent. I'm heavy I like watching fucking like cooking shows and shit. So one time I was watching Triple D, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and my nigga Guy, he was in Jamaica, and he went to the Jamaican Chinese store.
Damn.
Oh no, they definitely there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah,
No,
but that was like when I had watched it, when I viewed it, like at that time, that was
Chinese
like
Jamaican?
phenomenal. Yeah,
There's a lot of Chinese. There's a lot of Asian Jamaicans.
You know, you're right. It's not called Chinese. It's Asian Jamaican, right?
Or
is
Pacific. I imagine they put Pacific in there anytime they try to dress it up nice.
I was just thinking. 'Cause I seen
down like Haverford Ave, it's a whole Jamaican market owned by Chinese people.
See,
So, like-
with shit like that, you gotta fight me.
speak patois and all that.
You gotta fight me, yo.
No, but they be having.
No, they really
be
Jamaican,
like,
though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if they call like Rasta Chinese people.
They
They be
Jamaican.
having like.
Wow.
No, you can't be like Chinese Jamaican. Like you.
They born there, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm born in Jamaica
We gotta say
and I'm
Asian.
of Asian descent,
Wait, hold on.
what am I?
We can't say Chinese. We have to say Asian. That's not.
Well, I
being-
mean, that's
You
general.
You can say whatever.
Like,
Community guidelines. Okay, let me Asian.
Yo,
Jamaican.
you see how they shut
fuckery
down the
that we
league?
get
We
into.
ain't even got that many.
Yeah,
The league
especially
got
China,
3
yeah.
billion followers. We got 3. Do the math. Probably get it later. I don't look that far in the future.
What's the numbers?
3 billion. 3 billion. A billy goat.
But yeah, that shit was wild today, man.
Yeah, that's hella-
I've never seen that before.
Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Uptown for keeping it classy as always, or attempting to anyway. I truly appreciate it.
Gentlemen, how was your...
Your day?
My day, shit. What did I do today?
Lost in the.
Sounds like a
lost
good
Uh,
day
in the
to me.
cloud.
I did some work, did some company work for our company today.
That's always a plus.
Did some grocery shopping. I feel like an adult. Like for me, that's the most adult
That's
shit
an
you can do.
underrated chore.
Is going grocery shopping. Like I feel accomplished,
That's
bro.
an underrated chore.
Because I hate buying food outside, and I like having like shit in the crib. So like it was a good feeling today. I felt like the 33-year-old I portrayed to be.
See, I get overwhelmed when I gotta go grocery shopping.
I buy too much.
Cause that mean I
buy
gotta
too
cook
much.
that shit.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, let me get there. And it's like, now let me buy it. And it's like, when I get to
Time
the
out. I
crib,
have a question.
I gotta cook this shit too.
Time out. I have a question.
My wrist
When
ain't
you go
never
into
been fucked up,
When you
Jehovah.
go into the markets, right? Are you sober?
Depends.
Can't
You
go.
getting Depends at the market?
You have to go.
Damn.
You have to go
You
to the
shit.
market sober, bro.
you gotta go sober and you
Gotta
can't
go
go
to the
hungry.
market sober.
And you can't go hungry.
Yeah, you go there. What? You go
You
buy
have to go sober
freeze
on a full
pops,
stomach. Yeah,
Mike and
you gotta
Nikes,
go sober.
cheeseburger
Buy
bread.
all the bullshit.
Yeah,
like
you
I go
gotta
in there
go
and
sober.
buy all the snacks.
Yep.
But if I'm sober, I'm buying all the cleaning products, all the shit that makes my life easier
Yep.
in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like all that
Yep.
shit.
Let me get these sponges.
Let me get
and
the
fucking Brillo pads.
Let me get the squirt jelly instead of the jar of jelly.
Man, I ain't, getting
Bro,
I ain't doing that
I've
no
been
more.
on the squeezables for about 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, fuck it. Let me just buy the Uncrustable instead of the whole bread and
Yo, first of all, those Uncrustables
oh,
Hold up.
what dog?
Peanut butter and jelly Jones.
Top three snacks.
and
all time.
they not 2 and lower.
See, I never trusted them niggas.
Yo,
I
you
never
listen to me.
trusted them.
Listen to me.
I have trust issues.
You trust me? You should,
I have trust issues.
Listen, they got the wheat joints at my job.
dog. And they only give you like 4 in a pack for $5. And you know what?
They're expensive
You
as shit.
you be mad, but
They
then
be
you
so
be like,
good.
I should have got another pack.
Wait, do you put them in the fridge?
Yeah.
I go straight to the fridge. They don't make
Got
it
you.
to the fridge in my house.
I don't play them little Indian in the cupboard games.
So
Nah, they want you to keep it in the
so-
freezer. Fuck that.
So I have a question. This raised an interesting discussion, I think.
Mhm.
You gentlemen mentioned your love and affinity for the Uncrustable. So my question to the group is,
Not women.
no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even know.
I
what
don't
that
even.
means.
I don't either. You got
We're not on the
everything
same
means something.
wavelength. I'm not
on
that
a
doesn't- that
wavelength
doesn't
at all.
compute
Don't
with me.
even.
But anyway, peanut butter and jelly.
Mhm.
Where does it rank amongst
Not high for me.
the all-time struggle meals?
Ooh, struggle meal. See, you put. I see what you did there.
The all-time struggle
The
meal.
curveball.
Yeah, he went Kurt Schiller on this shit.
Because I have a champion, and I don't think it can be defeated.
For me, nothing beats oodles and noodles for me.
I have a champion, and
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like-
it can be defeated.
Noodles are interchangeable.
Yeah,
like
I feel like noodles are the winner just because they're cheap and it
Watch
only
your
takes
shop.
that. You know what I'm
Watch
saying?
your
Like you
shop.
don't have to put anything else. All you gotta have is water.
my
You know
mom
what I'm saying?
keep a pack of noodles downstairs
I don't make
on the
noodles anymore. I
refrigerator.
make Chi-Chis.
It's like our break in case of emergency type shit. It's to let us know like you ain't that far removed
from being back fucked up.
From some boiled water.
But guess what? The beautiful thing
But
about
for the
growing
grace
up,
of God, there go I.
the beautiful thing about growing up in the struggle is, all you do is activate your survival mode when shit get rough. See, when rich people go through that shit, they do shit like
Jump
kill
off
everybody
buildings.
in the house
Jump off buildings.
via chokehold.
So there's no survival.
So wait.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
Struggle man.
Oh, all right. So I got something that's shitting on y'all noodles.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
It's you can go interchangeable. I like to do the decent Watson hot sausage personally.
You know what's
But
crazy?
hot dog / hot
No.
sausage.
Not now.
You know what's
Baked
crazy?
beans.
You know what's
And
crazy?
baked beans.
I was going to say, yo, I used to like
2
turkey
slices of
hot-
bread and
turkey
butter
hot
on the
dogs.
side.
But I didn't want to be that boy, be like, damn,
I can't
bro.
fuck with hot dogs
Like,
no more.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I know it's anything. I know everything's anything, but that shit like super anything.
So before like the
Bro, do you
Hot
struggle-
dog
this is
sausage.
struggle milk.
I don't eat hot dogs or sausage.
you eat fast food?
No, I don't really eat out, bro.
this is a struggle middle. This is a,
Like
this
ever?
Pause?
Like never?
Pause? I don't really eat out. Is that a pause?
No, it's
Okay,
not
don't
pause.
pause.
That ain't pause.
You said never? Bro, I gotta be in like nothing around me. I gotta
Do you
eat
just
right
do
now.
you like do y'all know like the amount of like fecal matter
Yeah,
that's
we
in
not
these
gonna get-
factories and like
Yeah, but I know I've seen hot dogs made, bro. I haven't seen
Yeah,
all the rest of my favorite
that
food
shit doesn't
made.
compute with me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that shit computed with me,
I don't
bro.
give a
And they
fuck.
had the other as
It's
they.
all the same color.
I stopped eating all
I will fry a brick of Scrapple right now.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Scrapple's worse.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying,
seen how it was made.
Scrapple got fucking pig mustaches and shit in it.
What about
I've-
chicken nuggets?
bro. I ain't seen how they was made. I've
Chicken
seen
nuggets from McDonald's.
when I see
20 for 20.
I don't eat from McDonald's. Dude. I really don't eat fast food.
What's the documentary everybody was fucking
Super
bitching?
Size Me.
No. The one everybody was bitching about 2 years ago when everybody was on the hype train.
Yeah, I ain't watched.
Oh
that
my
show.
God, I'm not. I'll go to McDonald's, order 2 number 7s, and put that shit on, and have a blast. Like fuck that, man.
Nah,
Last in the target.
that's not my
I don't
target.
give a fuck.
That's not my target food. I'm on diet restrictions because I have.
No, I understand.
I got awful.
I understand
Yeah.
your situation.
But like, so I know stuff like that do nothing but aggravate it. So one, I don't even like it, and I stay away from it. Like I haven't ate McDonald's in
If you eat
8
McDonald's
years.
Right now, you gonna blow a toilet out the fucking floor.
Yeah, McDonald's is childish
last
though.
night.
Like we not
Because you all
eating.
the time with
We not
Ba-da,
eating
ba-da, ba-da.
McDonald's, man.
Nigga.
We not eating meat out of McDonald's. What the fuck?
Speaking of McDonald's, we're going to get into some shit real quick. This is my last thing. Speaking of McDonald's, I have an issue with McDonald's, and it's been a long-standing issue. I don't like
Number 2.
how there's 2 different McDonald's. And what I mean by 2 different McDonald's
It's
is
actually 3. But go ahead.
if you watch any television for any amount of time, or you drive in your car, you listen to the radio, people that still listen to the radio, shout out to the radio stations. I don't listen to the radio. But you're going to come across a McDonald's commercial. And being from the demographic that we are, and the area, the population, that McDonald's commercial is going to sound a lot different than if we were to go to, say,
I think that's everything now.
Ames, Iowa, or Columbus, Ohio.
You guys speak the language of your demographic. You
Or no, it's not. It's ba ba I'm loving
so
it,
you
nigga.
seen the ones in middle Pennsylvania.
But you
I'm
don't
just
think
saying.
the ones in Arizona sound have a Spanish tune to
They
them?
do.
I can't speak to that. I can only speak to being a black man and having a problem with feeling uncomfortable with a fucking hip hop McDonald's commercial. That's all I'm saying. I just feel
Burger King did
uncomfortable
it.
with that shit.
You remember? We don't remember.
No, McDonald's has been doing this shit since we were youth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Remember Calvin?
I don't take it nowhere.
Yeah, so they've been in the culture because they part of the culture. Ain't
All
they?
right. If you go talk
McDonald's.
If you go talk,
I don't mean that.
to
I
a
don't mean
school-
that at all. I'm going to McDonald's when I leave here.
If you go to a school and talk to a school full of white kids,
Uh-huh.
it won't sound the same when you go talk to a school full of black kids.
In what way?
Anyway, pick it.
In what? In like, as the speaker?
Yes,
In what way?
you won't. I know I wouldn't. I tend to adjust to the demographic that I'm in front of.
Just your audience?
Yeah,
Sounds like a good key point.
yeah. You got to. How you go reach people if you're not talking their language? You know what
So
I'm saying?
I would say change the radio
station. Can you elaborate? I'm confused
just
right
like when you learn Spanish, right? Mm-hmm. You got to conjugate your verbs. You got to do all that shit because you can't say this house is red. That's not how it come out in Spanish.
Rojo.
Come on, man, with conjugating shit.
No,
man.
real shit.
Words
So
shit, like,
you got to adjust to speak that language, right? You can't speak straight English how you speak English. Like, that's a red house. You can't say that.
That's a...
I'm going somewhere.
Just give me a real quick time out. I get exactly what you're saying, but it's just a bad example because English technically doesn't exist.
Yes.
English doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's niggas that got degrees for
it's
that.
It's an amalgamation of all the other languages in the world.
But, I mean, all languages are.
So what I mean is...
Outside the first language.
So what I mean is English is the only place where you have 3 different words for one thing. There's no other place in the world...
That can't be an evolution of language, though?
There's no other place in the world where one thing has 4 different words for it.
That don't make it bad or any less valid.
We just entendre.
It does, though, bro.
I think English... I don't think it do. English got
That's
so many...
That's how we're getting fucked over out here.
So many sub...
Nobody knows what these words mean.
Now that's their problem.
Triple.
Coke is still my sponsor.
Back to what I was saying.
Soda.
You speak differently to your audience, and Black culture is the most popular culture ever in the history of cultures. So
Black culture is pop culture.
Yeah,
thank you.
Exactly. So
now,
if I'm going to speak to black, if I want a bunch of black people to talk. To buy my product, I'm gonna have to appeal to them. Just like if I want some white people to buy my product, I might get Taylor Swift on.
Well,
You
see
what I'm saying? Like,
I'll bow out. We can have this conversation at a different time. I'll bow out because that concept of like consumerism is like a topic for another. I'm the type of person.
I think everybody do that though.
I'm the type of person that like I try to like have emotion play the most minimal percentage in my daily decision making, and like just the whole concept of consumerism is based off of playing towards your emotions.
It's capitalism. I love it. I think it's fucking absolutely genius.
But now you love it.
Yeah, I love it as.
Couple weeks
ago. I love it as
couple weeks ago you hated it.
No, I hate it when you use it and act like you're not using it.
It's dangerous.
I like when you use it exactly to get money. Own up to everything that comes with it, the good, the bad, and everything. Yeah, you get money. You ain't give a fuck about anything. That's cool if that's your goal. Do your thing.
But motherfuckers don't use it to get just.
So
to
would
get
you rather
money,
a socialist society or
who? Me personally?
Any of you?
Nah, no.
I personally don't have a problem with.
I agree to the capitalist
society as a whole. Now, if we want to talk about how our demographic is being treated within that's a different conversation. But as a whole, I like it. I like the hypocrisy of it all. I love it. Makes for great content. It makes for this show.
No, it should definitely.
Is that because that's all we know and that's all we've ever experienced?
No, I believe in capitalism for the simple standpoint of, and this works both ways. You should never be handicapped by your circumstances. And what I mean by that is capitalism is beneficial to a kid that it grows up in poverty and is able to develop their mental skill or their physical or their work ethic to the point that they can create themselves to be a millionaire. And it works the same way for somebody that, is given everything for the most part or spoon-fed. If they don't develop their business mind or business sense, they have the potential to lose it from capitalism. So it's kind of an even playing field. So I agree with capitalism.
So the first part of it, you said, you said
about your circumstances.
Yeah,
you're not handicapped by that in a capitalist society.
But you said the kid in poverty is able to achieve, but in the basis of capitalism, they aren't able to achieve because their schools are messed up. Their teachers are underpaid.
But they can take their
you watch basketball?
You
watch basketball?
You can always buy and sell.
You watch basketball?
That's the beauty of it.
You watch basketball?
When that happens, aren't we all happy?
You watch basketball?
Aren't we all happy?
You watch basketball, bro?
What about
you watch basketball?
What about it?
All of them niggas is millionaires.
What about? But you gotta even to play basketball nowadays. There was a study recently that said kids that grow up in poverty, the kids that are playing ball nowadays aren't the ones that grew up in poverty.
No,
because
they not.
Because you have to play the AAU circuit like a motherfucker nowadays, and that shit costs super money. So like the way kids was going from the ghetto to the courts ain't the same. Like I said, this shit is fucked up now. Like with this, if the schools are all closed in your area, and you can't get to a school that's near you, you have to go across town to get to school, right? So like, and just think about that.
To speak on that, that's not happening no more.
That's not happening.
No, what it is these kids are actually living with these coaches now. So it's the whole I'm busing 22 miles across town.
We seen Blindside. Y'all know what it is?
Yeah, that's not really happening anymore.
Blindside is real.
Right now it's, all right,
So
I'm living with a relative or I'm living with teammates.
Yeah.
That's the wave now. One, it's strenuous on the family, but nobody's like traveling.
But just not even the sport aspect. I was saying more so like, bro, it's kids that is living in poverty, right? That have the ability to fucking make a game or create an app. You get what I'm saying? But they just don't have the resources.
Right.
But so, they can still get to that point of being able to create that.
If they don't have the resources, then they don't have the education.
They can still buy or sell regardless.
Because these companies and the corporations is looking on their cell phones and looking on the internet every day and looking for the next talent and looking for the next motherfucker.
How are kids that are in poverty getting cell phones?
Huh?
Shout out to Soldier Boy.
Everybody has a cell phone.
Are they giving them free? Are they free?
Oh, you seen Obama phones?
They still do those?
Yep.
Everybody has a cell phone.
So they'll give everybody in my household a cell phone as long as I have an access card. Everybody in my household can have a phone?
Yeah, you can pretty much. Everybody, grandma got them Jones.
But the point of a capitalist society is to be able to buy and sell.
Yeah.
So if you can buy and sell at any point, then you always have a chance.
Absolutely.
So if there was a mechanism where we all bought and sold, but we all had to pay a set tax on everything that we bought and sold, and that money went into our healthcare system, our education system, our infrastructure.
No.
If that were the case.
Hold up.
Why couldn't we all survive?
No.
What you mean?
I'm not signing up for that.
What you mean why we can't all survive, though?
Why can't we? What would be the problem with
Because I'm not signing up for that.
So but that's what's going on right now anyway, though.
Rabbit hole.
It's not.
That's what's supposed to be going on, because whatever money that we pay from whatever we buy and sell.
That's what the tax system is in place now, right?
That's what it's supposed to be in place for. So if it's not happening, then it's just a distribution of funds.
We have free healthcare?
So do we? No, we don't have free healthcare.
Okay. We have free.
But
that's what I'm saying.
There are people that do have free healthcare.
That's what the system was put in place to do, though, right? In the beginning stages, in its infancy stages. See, my thing is this. I'm not signing up for the what you just said, because I don't think there's no such thing as equal. First and foremost, equal is the fucking shit that come in the little white bag you put in your coffee. That's it. Equal does not exist on this planet. There's no such thing as equal.
Sweet and low, it's no equal. Shout out to G.
For the simple fact that everyone is an individual. So how can individual be equal? They're oxymorons. It doesn't work. So that being said, I fucking work, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just me personally. This is my own personal stance.
Matt getting a lot of shit off
I work
on this episode. I wanted to put that out there.
And this is my stance.
Alert.
And this is my stance on that, right?
Matt.
I don't feel as though me and my work ethic should be shared with a motherfucker that don't have the same work ethic as me.
And that's why nothing will ever work.
Right?
That's a capitalist mindset. I work.
Right.
I earn what go in my pocket.
Too much individualism for anything to actually work anymore.
I earn what go in my pocket, bro.
So from that, just to spin off of that, do we then go into what the parties actually stand for?
Nah.
Can we talk about that?
Nah. That's a whole two podcasts.
All right, just
let
you know
because
where I'm at. Where I'm at. Okay.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Speaking of the parties,
but
write that down. You jotting Jehovah?
Let's segue.
Jehovah.
I'm jotting. Oh, bro.
Okay.
Harry Jotter over here.
All right.
Call me Jonathan.
Jonathan Stewart.
Perfect segue from capitalism into the LeBron James comments on
hear that shit.
the Darryl. Well, you gonna hear that shit today on that Darryl Morey comments on the Darryl Morey.
Do the people know what was said?
Yeah, because that was on last episode, so they know what was said.
Okay.
If not, watch last episode. We're not here to give you no fucking rundown.
Just want to make you tune back in.
Get your Google on.
So
like and subscribe.
LeBron kind of like went at Darryl Morey. Now during this time, LeBron was in China while all this shit was going on. So what, unbeknownst to the public, because there was no media coverage in China because of the backlash from the comment, from the Twitter comment, LeBron was catching hell in China.
The whole NBA was.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. Yeah, to say the whole NBA is catching hell and I could be a part of the NBA and not actually catch hell. They was burning this motherfucker's jersey in front of the stadium. Yeah. They was like basically blaming him for this shit.
They said it was 8 people at the hotel waiting for them to arrive. Like,
yo, listen. And this is the LeBron effect.
And they was hiding their faces.
LeBron everything he does is gonna be glorified, and anything that nobody agrees with is gonna be vilified. That's what happens with this gentleman in this world that we live in.
So wait, time out. Are you trying to make him the face of this right now? Because I'm not going to stand for that.
I'm talking about his comments on it.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm going somewhere. We just got in the car.
Okay.
We gassed up. Sit tight. Buckle up.
I didn't hear Siri tell you to take the left or not.
I don't listen to that, bitch.
I love Siri.
Me too.
I look like listening to a woman with directions.
True indeed. Touche. Touche.
No, but I got the Jarvis bull. Oh. I got Jarvis.
As long as you ain't got T-Pain, right? So
Jarvis.
Give you the directions.
Yeah,
shout out to Tony Stark.
But LeBron basically like came at Darryl Morey and saying he was ignorant to the information. He misspoke. No.
What?
Since when do we let LeBron tell us who is misinformed on world politics?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. He is not the person to tell us Darryl Morey was misinformed. One, Darryl Morey wasn't speaking facts. He was speaking his feelings.
But he is the person, though.
Am I right or wrong?
I'm going to tell you why he's the person.
I don't know.
No, hear me out, because there's more to it.
I can tell you why he's the person, though. And that's
LeBron basically is coming at Darryl Morey about you shouldn't have did it. You wasn't speaking.
Because he fucked his money up.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, everybody know where Nike's most of their manufacturing comes from.
But can I tell you why he's the person to answer that question?
Why?
Because they asked him that. So he's absolutely qualified to
that's the fucking beauty of it.
They did ask him the question.
They did not ask him the question.
What was the question?
They did not ask him.
What was the question?
It wasn't a question. They asked him another question and he segued into that. They didn't ask him about Darryl Morey tweets because everybody's not so fucking supposed to talk about it.
I need to see the transcript of his interview.
So if we're not talking about it, they need to see the transcript now. Listen,
I need to see the transcript of his interview. I need to know what the question was.
Listen, so if we're not talking about it, why are you talking about it, fam? Because the reporters didn't bring it up. And the NBA, Silver gave out a mandated letter not to bring up anything with China.
To who?
Anybody. To reporters, to everybody, bro. They're not allowed to ask the NBA these questions.
So he put a gag order on the media?
Yes.
Goddamn right.
But
shut that shit down.
LeBron, and listen, I'm a LeBron supporter. I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron supporter. Now,
Apologist.
I speak facts. I call his bitch ass
apologist.
And I call out when he gets out good shit that everybody tends to drown out as well.
When is this?
All the time. All the time.
When is this?
Oh, okay.
When is this? His biggest LeBron hater.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, he lost some money on a series. Had to.
Patience is short like Bronny's hairline. Some old chick. She said
and the money back like Bronny hairline too.
I'm sorry.
Wild out magic.
Units
in effect.
He's a warlock.
But LeBron, bro, what are you commenting for? One, we're not even supposed to be talking about it. Be quiet.
That's his big market, and he
big butthurt.
He saw what happened. So like, I'm not really mad at Bron for doing this. To be honest with you,
when not asked,
yeah.
Are the comments accurate?
Whose?
His.
No.
His comments aren't accurate?
No. How can you say somebody's misinformed because he says, I stand with the people of Hong Kong, freedom for everybody, paraphrasing. There's no fact base in any of that.
But there's no fact base itself is misinformed.
But bro, how can you tell somebody misinformed on how they feel? You can't say that.
Why
you
not?
Can't, because
Why
you
not?
can't. It's no such thing.
Why not?
What are you quantifying it on?
I feel like Brian also said he shouldn't have said it there while they were there.
Yeah, he said that. He said that as well.
So
The statement itself is misinformation.
How?
Because he don't live in China. He don't know what the fuck is going on over there.
So because I don't live nowhere, I can't say I stand with
absolutely.
those people?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So stand with no people.
You're not going through their struggle. So yes.
So
you
stand
can't
with.
say shit. Shut the fuck up.
So you can't say nothing about nothing you don't know nothing. Nothing if you ain't there.
Yeah, don't talk about the ghetto if you ain't never been there.
No.
Okay.
You ain't never been to the
Talk about
ghetto.
black problems and you never been to the hood.
Exactly. How many Caucasian people have you come across in your life that come across in your life that try to pander to you?
But I'm not talking to Caucasian people. Though. I'm talking about this. Let's talk about the situation at hand without comparing.
Okay, we talk about Brownie.
Let's talk about the situation.
So let's talk about China.
No.
Does Darryl Morey live in China?
But I'm not talking about China. Give me a second. I'm talking about how can you tell somebody how you feel is misinformed?
Because if how you feel is wrong, that shit is wrong.
How is how you feel wrong? Explain.
That shit was wrong.
Explain.
He did some shit he wasn't supposed to do.
No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, how can you say how you feel is wrong? Explain.
Why are we saying
because he's
that's
fucking
his
wrong,
feelings?
bro?
Why are we classifying Darryl Morey's tweet as his feelings?
Because it stirred up.
You ain't never had a girl that said she feels some type of way and she was wrong about how she felt.
Yeah,
She might be like, no, they were wrong.
He was misinformed.
You might feel that way.
He's misinformed.
Feeling like he should tweet.
At the basic cellular organic level of like.
Is that misinformed?
Yes.
Or you just, bro, you gotta just like, you should have chilled. That's
that
one
was his
thing.
way of saying
Listen, one thing of saying, bro, you should.
So why should he have chilled?
One thing to say, keep that shit to yourself.
Why?
And it's one thing to say, yo, you wrong. Those are two different things, bro.
But why do you tell somebody to keep something to themselves?
Clearly, because that motherfucker was.
No, I'm not talking about Darryl Morey. I'm talking about why do you say, yo, chill, keep that to yourself?
Because clearly somebody is dealing with the ramifications.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
Yo,
you're misinformed about something.
Okay, so you can't
Which means they're wrong.
Yo, so you can't be right about something and be wrong just to talk about it? Absolutely.
Let's not get rich and die trying.
Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
Let's not get rich and die trying.
We have a sensible person in the room.
You're not Terrence Howard, bro. Let's not get rich and die trying.
You might be glasses on.
Beloved.
Take them glasses off, man.
You could be somewhere and be like, yo, that motherfucker right there, he dirty as shit.
Okay.
And be 1,000% right, but you saying it is drawn.
Cause you clean as shit.
No, got nothing to do with it.
Because it's just where you at. You know what I'm saying? where you might be. Then
you're drawn.
Keep that to yourself. You're wrong. You know
everything ain't meant to be said.
But like I'm not misinformed.
And that's one of them things where everything ain't meant to be said.
But
you could be
drawn. No, you drawing because you know it's people there and they about to play and you know they don't be even playing like that, bro. That's why you drawn. Are you wrong? No, you're not wrong, but you are drawn.
Yeah, that shit was wrong, bro. That shit was wrong.
I don't think so. I don't think it's wrong. Because yesterday, last episode, we was praising the guy. You were too.
It's one of those things where you got to
what?
Yeah.
No, I didn't praise him. No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, I didn't sign off on that.
You said he was brave.
I didn't praise him.
You said he was brave.
No. I've had the same stance.
He said he was brave.
I said the same stance.
It's still
he should have never tweeted any of that.
And the fact that we going to LeBron. And then on top of that, he backtracked.
See,
you can't say I'm more than an athlete. This is that. I'm using this platform. I'm much more than that. I speak on politics and everything. Then you mum on certain things when it come to your bread. See, that's the issue.
That's a black card joint.
No, it ain't a black card.
I ain't talking about that black card.
No, that's capitalism. That's what it is.
That's also
that's
like,
what it is.
That's being a hypocrite.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I don't feel like that's being a hypocrite.
I do.
Because I don't live in China. I don't, like, the only thing I do is business in China.
So to say that, can you not speak on any world politics?
No.
It's not any world politics, but
just...
Why not?
You have no reference.
So we can't speak on nothing in Africa. We can't speak on nothing in the Bahamas. We can't speak on nothing in Cuba.
Okay,
we
I'll
can't.
put it to you like
No,
this.
yes or no.
Are we talking about human rights issues, or are we talking
that's
about
all that? That's all in the Malcolm.
So
we're not there, right? That's what he's saying. We're not there.
So let me give you an example.
Yeah.
If I go on a Twitter rant, right, and I start talking about the injustices in Syria, right? You, as one of my friends or one of my followers, is that going to make you just from seeing in a complete vacuum, seeing my Twitter rant and not having any knowledge of the issues in Syria, is that going to make you more inclined to research what's going on, or less inclined, or no change?
No change.
Thank you. That's why we can't speak on it. Because what are we speaking on it for?
Yeah, and
what are we speaking on it for? To bring about awareness, right?
No, whatever you are speaking, whatever the
right?
initial person is speaking on it for,
right?
That's what we're speaking on it for.
Well, I only speak on shit to enact change, or to enact awareness about some shit.
And I'm more so.
That's why I feel as though it's not my place to comment on anything that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not informed completely about, or informed to my best ability.
What are we ever completely informed on? I would love to hear this. I got my pen.
You should be informed about yourself.
Man. No, that goes without saying. Nobody knows me like that.
A lot of motherfuckers don't know themselves.
I know. I'm talking about in this world. What can we speak on that we're completely informed on?
Should be
nothing.
You can only speak on your experience. You can only speak on your experience. That's all you can speak on.
That's all we can speak on.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it a very closed world, don't you think?
No.
How can you adapt to change if you can only speak on your experiences?
You got to.
So that means
that
means I can't talk to the next person about their experiences because I haven't experienced them, and it doesn't invoke any change. Which change evolves us. Well, so what it relieves us.
I don't really like people that much, bro. So I'm not doing a lot of talking to motherfuckers. That's just me personally. So I'm only speaking on my experience.
I like this type of conversation.
See how that works?
This goes deep into the cerebellum.
All right. I feel like we've been talking about too much politics shit, and I don't like it.
Damn, I was about to ask y'all stance on voting.
Politics time.
Nope.
Don't get uncomfortable with politics time.
Because it's something I wanted to talk about.
I was about to ask y'all stance on voting too. Shit.
For a while.
Get quiet when politics come up.
Why is LL Cool J not mentioned when top 5 rappers come up?
Because he fucking.
Because he
want to get cannabis.
Tell me.
I like LL.
And give me a legit reason, because I would love to hear this shit.
I like LL.
Yo, ain't too many done with L's.
Not a lot of niggas fucking with LL.
And I want to hear it.
It's not a lot of niggas fucking with LL.
Big Ellie? Are we talking about the same LL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. If the broad is thirsty, I'll make her man reimburse me. Same LL.
Yo, all of his bars are laughable at best.
Nah.
Dog, like, there's no way anybody is seriously taking LL seriously in
He's undefeated in battles.
Oh my God.
He's undefeated.
Are you kidding me?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He lost to cannabis.
He did not.
Definitely lost to cannabis.
No, he did not.
Smashed that nigga, yo.
No, he did not.
My man made tracks for the ladies and battle and got
He's the first nigga to do that.
Let me get back to this mic on my arm.
Yeah.
It ain't no different from him and Drake.
Didn't lose that?
Drake followed the blueprint to the fullest.
Yeah, but
did he not
lose that?
Drake is the modern day LL.
He did not lose that battle. He's undefeated in battle.
He lost that.
Yo, and like this man is 60 years old, and I've never seen him with a speck of facial hair.
Sure,
Here's my theory. And y'all playing right into
when he was God.
When he was God, motherfucker.
Here's my theory on why LL doesn't get mentioned, and y'all playing right into it. His whatever you want to call, whatever you want to classify that, you want to classify that as his content, his persona, his lane musically and content wise is not geared towards grown men. So grown men, being especially African American men, being the majority of listeners to hip hop, are not going to be more inclined to listen to his music because they're not speaking. He's not speaking to us.
Okay.
But like, if you just like break down his lyrics and the way he put his lyrics together, his bars, and similes,
he be flaming shit.
His rap structure, he's one of the greatest ever to do it.
I can't front like
he's one of the greatest ever to do it.
But he is drawn not having no facial hair in 30 years.
He coined the term GOAT.
And this is just speaking about rap. We're not talking about LL the entertainer. Because he might have the blueprint to be the best entertainer ever. Like, he might have that shit.
Entertainer, like...
Yo, because he's
when has LL not been relevant?
I give him the best acting. I'll give him the best acting.
When has he not been relevant in the last 30 years?
Better than Ice-T?
Yeah.
Ice Cube?
Yeah.
On
the screen?
Yeah, Cube only play a good angry guy.
Yeah. Like I've seen LL play a variety of
roles.
LL is the first black dude to survive a horror movie.
Ice Tray, he said. I was like...
Never heard of him.
Yo.
It's a nigga from Don't Be Offense.
Ice Tray. Ice Tray.
Yo, LL and his catalog is extensive, Joe.
Yeah, it is. He can't be denied. You gotta respect it.
Yeah,
his story.
But I don't take him seriously in any GOAT conversation.
That's exactly what I just said.
Like, his longevity is, it is what it is. But
it can't be denied.
At this point, he's just corny.
Yo, he's not. Come on, we're not talking about LL making music now. LL, no, we talking about
during his run. We talking about during his run, during his era.
Yeah, his time was cool.
During his era,
he can do a 2-hour show.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he could.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
All hits. Yeah. No misses. That's what
like I said. I want to see him. I want to see.
All right, get quiet.
I got the tickets for free, bro. Come on.
I don't care. You went.
Yeah, I went.
You can still not
go. You enjoyed yourself.
This nigga told us to put the L's up at least 73 times.
That's how many hits he got. He got 75 hits.
And grabbed his crotch right after and licked his lips.
Mm-hmm.
That was his move. That was his move. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
This was it.
You know me. You know me.
Did he rock side to side with it?
What? Did he? Came out with the choir at one point. Then he grinded on a girl at another point.
Did he have a FUBU jumper on?
No.
He had the one pants leg up?
Did he? Definitely had one pants leg up.
Did he have a shoulder pads and helmet with him?
No.
Did he start doing push-ups and calisthenics on the stage?
Nah, he wasn't on that shit.
Man.
Did he go into a Ray Lewis warm-up dance?
This was
shout out to Cool James.
Yeah.
James Todd Smith, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
It's a no for me.
One of the greatest rappers of all time.
Lemonade Punks cut him up in chunks. You didn't like that song when it came? Hey, don't do that.
Dog, like I can count you the number of LL songs that I enjoyed. Like, the last one was, Do You Think I Meant to Hurt You? No. That was my shit.
Shout out to Pharrell.
And that's why it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have wrote over that.
Yeah, all right, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Because some people's careers are built off songs everybody could have wrote off, and you know that. All right, so that's not a shot.
If they ain't got a pen like that, though. What they writing?
Listen.
The pen's still working if y'all need some bars. You see the pen?
That's a bar right there.
The joint Ill Bomb that was on Funkmaster Flex at Big Cat joint.
Yo. Y'all go put some respect on Cool James, bro. Another thing, last thing I want to talk about. Female condoms. When have you seen one?
Never. Dental dam?
The joint that looked like a sleeping bag tunnel.
Yeah, it's like a...
Who using that?
It looked like a football hand warmer. Is you a quarterback?
Like, what is this?
You know they got a new condom though, right? Like a spray-on condom. We talked about this shit in the shop the other day.
Nope.
Wait, like a
nope.
X.
Nope. Spray on your joint. Nah.
This what I asked. I said, what if it was a condom?
I was just going like.
What if it was like a permanent condom you could have? Like,
I need that.
Like you wash it out, you keep it on.
Indestructible.
When you ain't ready,
indestructible fucking condom.
When you're not ready, it's not ready. But when you're ready, it automatically gets when
you
you're ready.
Spray on condom, I would be here.
That bitch deflate back.
If it's effective,
like I be in there.
I need an indestructible.
Should be right in the morning, just in case.
What song was that, Johnny?
No, an indestructible joint. I want the indestructible joint. That shit come in a little case like dentures. I want the indestructible puppy. You press the button, it fucking the lid open up like a bat gadget.
What happened to the
like
colorful Jones? And as soon as you dip it into some hot yams, it turns
burning. What? They never came out.
No,
it was supposed to be like, I feel like somebody put the
that was like a meme. That was like a meme real quick.
As soon as you dip it.
What was the joint I sent up there that said hot flaming?
Oh, the flaming hot Cheeto condoms?
Cheeto condoms.
What?
No. It's about to pop up right here.
No.
Yeah, it was the flavor hot Cheeto bread.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't want no parts of that. Is it flavored? It's supposed to be flavored?
That's for the thotties.
Let's get back to this.
That's for the thotties that want to
this
dick at night.
indestructible condom though, like, cause I'm about to manufacture this bitch. What if you like weave like titanium
No,
into the fibers?
No,
Like a copper fit.
No, copper fit.
Copper fit condoms. Nigga.
This nigga ain't trying to feel nothing.
Copper fit condoms.
He's just trying to say he did it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to feel nothing. I'm not trying to feel shit while I'm in there. I'm not trying to feel shit 10 years later reaching in my pocket at fucking Disneyland. I'm not trying to feel shit at the graduation when I gotta pay for everybody bill at fucking Old Country Buffet. I don't want to feel shit when I gotta foot the bill for this nigga wedding. I don't want to feel none of that shit. Fuck that. That's a bill. Kids is a bill, nigga. I got enough bills already. I'm trying to reduce my bills. It's about checks and balances out here in this world, nigga. Either you contributing to my bottom line or you taking away.
Goddamn right.
I got a kid. They ain't even that bad, fam. I swear. That's just sweet.
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen.
Don't do that. I know you.
I promise you.
I know you.
It be drawling.
I know you,
man. Jeans and loafers.
I know you. Don't do that.
Yo,
Do not lie. No.
Financially, it's sweet.
No.
Absolutely,
No.
it is.
See, now what were you just talking about 5
That's
minutes
what I
ago?
was just talking about.
What was we just talking about 5 minutes ago? You're speaking about kids being sweet from whose perspective?
Yeah, I'm talking about from mine.
From your experience.
And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
No.
I have the least amount of patience ever made, bro.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. It's easy.
You also have a way different situation than 99% of these motherfuckers out here with kids.
Yeah.
So you speaking from your experience and perspective exclusively
That's all we
is not beneficial. I'm leaving. I'm out, yo. I'm out.
All I can speak on, right? Is that what you said? Right? So what's wrong with it? So what's wrong with what I just said then?
What's wrong with it 5 minutes ago?
What I just said?
No, what I just said.
Oh no, I said that's not how everybody should go about it. We'll never grow that way. That's all I said, right? I said we can't, if everybody did that, we'll never grow, we'll never evolve. If we only spoke on the things that we knew.
It's
now,
a lot of...
This part, I'm absolutely only speaking from...
It's a lot of stupid, retarded motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
They I'm not trying to... thank you. And I'm not trying to... That's another...
Knock out the park.
But...
That's another topic I want to get into at a later date. The fucking wrong people are procreating at an alarming rate.
I think you should...
No, the wrong people are procreating.
I think... Y'all should you should be able to have to get a license to procreate.
Yeah, absolutely. You should have to apply to procreate.
Look at her, look at you.
You should have to fill out an application and take it. There should be a test that you need to take to be approved to procreate. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah. I agree.
And if they did have
it's not about population control.
No way I would have got one.
And it's not about population control.
No.
What is it about?
It's about creating
dumb
motherfuckers.
You ever seen Idiocracy?
You ever see a little kid that never had a shot, yo? Based off their parents, you be like, that motherfucker never had a first.
I see him all the time, every day.
Yeah, bro.
You don't have
it's eliminating those.
A snowball's chance in Hades.
Another question. Can we segue into this?
Let's get into it. Let's segue like Paul Blart.
And this is only from the male perspective.
Boom. Oh, shit. Why am I?
Because we all male. So I'm just saying, from our perspective, this is how we going off things, so we can not revisit that later. If a guy is with a woman and she's pregnant,
he's not a man.
Because that never gets planned.
Wait, what?
People be planning.
They're already pregnant. They're pregnant together.
Yeah, like found out, like, oh shit, found out she pregnant.
Oh, okay.
That's how that normally goes.
No, it doesn't.
No. Gotta get some different friends. Anyway, so that happens, and the dude be like, I'm not ready to be a dad. I was reading it somewhere, and the girl is like, all right, I'm still having it. Like they were saying, and this was from a female perspective, was saying this, that is on the woman because they knew that this dude was never ready to have the kid, and he never was agreeing with it, and you can't make him.
So here's my thing.
And this was from a woman.
Here's my thing.
Segue. Take notes.
The factor that is most important in this equation to me is time. Because if the man states that this is his stance on children within a reasonable time of her becoming pregnant, then it's absolutely on her. Like if this is known in the initial stage, like before we ever have sex, if this is known, my stance on children, then everything that comes after that is on you.
Like you can't be with an ain't shit dude having raw sex and then get pregnant and then be expecting him to be a stand-up dude. But
on that same token though, if the nigga is pump faking and finessing, then that's on him. He's a fucking deadbeat. Like you can't, like if Shorty 3 months or if Shorty 2 months or if Shorty going to the first checkup and now this nigga talking about I'm not ready, like nah,
that's
bro.
wrong.
Like nah.
My thing is
because you knew she was pregnant for the last month.
It takes two people to be one goof.
Yeah.
Back to the applications for procreation is where we eliminate all of these discrepancies.
I'm not saying the person has to be what you thought they were gonna be, or like they've got to be the person. But like you just like you at least got to be like, all right, if I have a kid, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, if you know what you're dealing with isn't gonna be your ideal forever candidate, then you should always be protecting yourself.
So time out.
So you said spray on?
Time out.
You said it's spray on?
We're missing one key factor here, though, guys.
Counterclockwise?
We're missing one key factor.
With that D.
A woman.
A woman.
Will never think that she can't change a man's disposition.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man.
So even if I've been dealing with your not shit ass for whatever number of time frame that I've been dealing with
you. He got 3 kids with 3 other
women. I'm different.
No.
I'm a woman. I'm different.
3 kids with 4 other women.
4 other women.
Yeah. I'm a woman. I have a vagina. I'm different. I'm telling you. That's their mindset.
Everybody's been with a woman and I'm not.
So in her mind,
and they be like, no, it's cool.
In her mind, her baby is going to be the one that locks him in.
We call that the future effect.
That's the logic.
All right. So, but it is a shared. It is a shared.
It's
fault.
a shared. Everything is shared,
and it is
all faults are shared.
Equally shared. Correct.
I wouldn't go that far. I think we would have to.
It goes back to time.
Dynamics and variables have to play a part to see who's
let's say
more so than others.
Let's say,
time frame,
all right. So let's say this is a situation that I'm looking at personally from a secondhand view. Like I know a person who's in a situation like this, and the way she explains it to me is she didn't know this man's situation as far as his home situation, right?
Her bad.
All right.
Got to do your homework.
Right. So they enter into having sex, and this is the first time they've ever done it. And he goes in unprotected.
Her bad.
And
that too. That's another thing.
Okay.
Where's the female condom?
So she's.
Where's the hold up? Like just hold up. You got a job.
But then she's asking him. She was like, "Hey, I'm not on birth control, just so you know."
And he went in there like this.
Yeah, and still he's like, "Oh, okay," and he keeps going.
Her bad. Absolutely her bad.
He went
100% her fault.
He went once
her fault.
So once he's going crazy in it, it's his responsibility to pull out. Correct?
No, it's her fault.
He went John Wick in there.
It's all her fault.
So once she let him in, he could just he can go crazy, then shoot it up.
Yeah, because she gave him the okay. Yes,
she gave him the okay.
So this is the thing. I'm not to cut you off, but this is the thing.
No, you just can't shoot nobody's shit.
No, this is the thing. But this is the thing, though.
You in there.
Human nature is what? Human nature is to do what? Human nature is to do what?
I don't know.
Take the easy fucking way out, right? Main man ain't say nothing about his situation, never brought it up.
Yo.
I'm pretty sure Shorty didn't ask him or address it based off what you just said.
Hold up.
So she has no reference point or no baseline for anything regarding him. All she knew is she wanted to fuck. So she got what she wanted. That's her fault.
I got a rebuttal, bro. It's no way you motherfuckers is out here
Dump City
just going double stillskin
Why not?
in yams because you in there.
Why not?
Bruh, no!
Human nature, bro.
Bro, what humans? That is a savage nature.
Let me put it to you in different terms.
Just dumping and shit.
Let me put it to you in different terms.
I must plant my
Let me put it to you in different terms.
Fertile soil.
I use this term very loosely because it applies to all human beings. No. Niggas is going to do whatever benefits them at all times.
Maybe, you know what?
So if you operate with that mind state in advance, you can avoid a lot of pitfalls.
This may be another instance of.
I don't expect niggas to do anything but act like niggas.
I'm a visual dude. I'm a Picasso. I like to see my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is anything. Anyway, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you
I know.
Thank you. I'm a Basquiat, if you will.
I paint a masterpiece. Y'all niggas just be drawn. Rap artists flow like Da Vinci, Leonardo. You won't see me the next century.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vop.
Yeah.
Buick Century. Niggas history.
But
yo, just because you in the yams, that don't mean you let loose.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Like, hold on. Maybe it's me. I think about stuff.
Okay, time out.
Like, and it's another instance of me thinking from my perspective.
You're gonna go crazy after that.
It's no way I'm like, because I think, yo, if I go John Wick in the club, that like, knowing my luck, she'll have like 3 kids, bro. Like,
yeah,
no,
You just don't want those headaches.
Dog, I pull out. Like,
so you said something
Trump
very
in the
crucial
Russian
in your
negotiations,
statement.
my G.
You said something very crucial in your statement.
What's that?
You said, I think.
About which part? I'm sorry, I may have said that a couple times.
Period.
You said, I think.
Okay.
2 words.
Yeah, I said from my perspective. I prefaced that before we even got into
school. Remember we was in school?
Mm-hmm.
PEMDAS.
Mm-hmm.
Order of importance.
Yeah.
Order of operations.
Yeah.
It's a reason your brain is at the fucking top of your head, which is at the top of your body.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that your brain, your central processing unit, the computer of the human body, is at the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Please
order of importance, order of operations. Use this motherfucker first before you do anything. Before you walk, step, touch, say, do any fucking thing. Use your brain.
Yeah, but
So you thinking is different from a random motherfucker who about to fall into some pussy. We're men, bro. What is when our eyes open in the morning? What does every single action that we take have the end game of? Pussy.
Oh yeah, me.
Everything we do. No.
I wouldn't say that.
It's a fact. Snapple top fact. Everything you do.
Not for me.
Everything you do.
It's like
do you wear clothes?
It's like 90.
Do you wear clothes?
It's like 90.
Yeah, because
pussy. Thank you. Are you groomed? Do you take showers?
90%.
To a daily or a regular rate?
Yeah.
Pussy. Do you eat?
Pussy.
Do you eat?
Pussy.
Do you eat?
Yo, I feel like.
Do you work?
Jams.
Do you work?
Pussy.
Do you work?
Yes.
Pussy. Or jump off this fucking listen, it can be conscious or subconscious. We're men, bro. Everything we do, from the time we get out of the bed, right? Your eyes open, you get out the bed. Everything you do has the end game of getting pussy. Why are you brushing your teeth? So your breath smell good when you get in a bitch face.
And so you don't lose your choppers.
Why are you brushing your hair? Why are you making sure you well groomed? So you look good in case you're going to crack on a bitch.
All my shit is accident, Jehovah.
Bro.
I don't do none of this on purpose. I fall and get in the tub. It be accident.
So you know what an accident is?
What's that?
When opportunity meets preparation.
Sure.
There's no such thing as luck.
Nah, I agree with that.
Everything a male human on planet Earth, a heterosexual male human on planet Earth does, has the end game of pussy. It's not debatable. It's not debatable.
Jehovah. What they got to do with about shoot up the club?
Yeah, he said that's the reason.
Because he had his end game.
Yo.
I'm in the pussy. I'm there. I won.
Yo, you can't,
touchdown.
Bro.
Touchdown.
You can't go Rambo first
Her
blood
fault.
in the yams, yo.
Her fault.
It's all her fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her fault.
No, not if you let it.
Her fault.
Y'all.
Yeah.
You treating the yams like it's fucking Japan in
It's
1941
fraudulent right now. You niggas is fraudulent right now.
Bro,
Fraudulent.
that's an intimate thing for me personally.
Yeah.
So you never ejaculated in a woman
Damn, you getting aggressive.
without forewarning.
Like announcing it? Like, hey, I'm about to come in you.
Never ejaculated. Ever. Never. You know never means never, right?
You know what?
Thank you.
No, because we are on tape and this shit may come
Exactly.
back 10 years later. And somebody gonna hit me with the motherfucker.
You have children.
For real.
So that means never is out the window.
No.
You have children.
And we talked about this too.
Exactly.
It's a perfect segue. We talked about
children.
announcing ejaculation. I announce.
Every time?
Every time.
You have children. You're a liar.
No, I'm not.
You announced it?
Bro, listen. Every time I announce, bro. Every time. And it's a reason why.
The same way? You announced the same way?
It was something happening in college that, like, or George Street.
Yo, I'm done, yo. I can't talk to you no more.
You wild.
I can't talk to you no more, yo.
No, that was like my first instance, and that's what I did.
He said, "Oh, the type nigga scream hibachi."
I do.
This
Hit a Dougie.
This
No, yo.
business right here.
No, bro. I announce. I'm an announcer. Fucking Mean Gene opening out this bitch.
Marv Albert in the bedroom.
Never heard about Marv Albert.
Gosh.
He said, "I bite on all my hoes."
For 3.
He said, I don't know what I'm biting. I know a little bit. I know a little bit. I ain't break.
Just the front teeth.
One leg. Just the front teeth.
This is yours.
Yeah. Never on the sides.
Yeah, I announced, bro. And shout out to anybody watching. Don't just be like,
ladies and gentlemen, we have a first in human history.
Going all Sean Poe in the yams. Get to know
this
them
is
before
the
you
first
do it.
man
Learn their
in
family
history
tree.
of men
You don't even know their mom got diabetes.
that
They got
announces
split
all of his
personality
ejaculations.
that runs within their family. None of that you know because
Speaking
you
of
ain't do
family
your,
history,
you ain't do your.
we
your
was in the
car
group
facts.
chat the other day, right?
Mhm.
And I made a comment. It goes a little bit along those lines. I had made a comment about like admiring thickness, right? And like when I see a thick, nice young lady out there, like for whatever reason, my eyes immediately gravitate to the ankles.
Peanut butter.
We did talk about this.
Just because, like, I need to see like that little ball somewhere to let me determine if if I
the little racket.
if I want to try to bag or not. Like, if you got a straight up and down, puppy.
The little greater than less than.
Yeah, if you got a straight up, that mean your mama got the arm swings.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Got the leg like gyro.
That mean you come from a big background. If your shit look like 2 capital I's, like I space I,
got the 60 home run.
ain't no curvature on that motherfucker.
Just make sure your eyelids compare.
That mean you come from a big background.
B.I.G. making his scream.
You about a Popeye's 2-piece special away from
But you know
being with my 600.
But I bet you the macaroni fire. On mommy.
On mama.
Oh, listen, I
Macaroni fire.
need all the black corners. I only eat black corners off baked macaroni. If your shit not crunchy, it's ass to me. I need the corners.
That's crazy because I only eat the middle.
Nah, I need the crunchy.
Pause.
I need the crunchy.
Oh, that sounded kind of
Let me get that corner.
Especially with the subject, because
I'm coming to the cookout. I need all corners.
Whoa.
So you hit the corners too goddamn hard.
Made me feel like that on this $200 suit. No, but
Together, baby.
niggas gotta be responsible for their own decisions, man. Like,
So, you know what? No, that's a perfect way
Ain't
to
nobody
end the
tell
show.
Shorty to
Be responsible
let
for your
main
own
man go in
decisions.
raw.
Hey, be responsible for your own fucking decisions. You have no one to thank but the person in the mirror.
Every time you point your finger, it's 3 pointing back to fuck at you.
That's why I go like this.
every time.
And on that note, we're going to get out of here. Urban Apostles signing out. Letting you guys know, pay your light bill.
Before ours get cut off.
Because I ain't gonna pay it.
Pico.